Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Govinda Govinda Hare. Jaya Radha Govinda Jaya Jagannath Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Om Ajnanatirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmiलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। जय कृष्ण प्रभुपाद की जय, इस्कॉन भगवान गोविंद की जय, जगन्नाथ जगन्नाथ महाराज की जय। Hare Krishna. Translation will be there in Japanese, not in Thai. Okay, everybody is Indian and you understand English. English में वो class की हिंदी। यहाँ पे सब हिंदी समझते हैं?
Yes, माताजी।
सब लोग?
हाँ जी।
हिंदी में अपनी English सब समझते हैं? Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Your voice is not clear. Janvanita Mataji, can you take near to Mataji? We cannot hear clearly.
Okay, okay. मैं देखती हूँ माताजी. You can carry on. I'll check. Yeah.
आज सुबह की क्लास में हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे. हम सुबह डिस्कस कर रहे थे. जब मुझे पता है कि लोग आपने से सुबह की क्लास में थे. We were discussing in the morning about the earthquake in Japan. We were discussing that how this world is so temporary. सब जानते हैं कि ये वर्ल्ड दुनिया टेम्परेरी है, कभी भी कुछ हो सकता है. लेकिन जापान आने के बाद और भी इसकी क्या कहते हैं ना महसूस कर पा रहे हैं because of this जैसे यार बीच बीच में आप लोग को जा जाता है आपको पता चलता है एवरीथिंग इज टेम्पररी इन दिस वर्ल्ड। फिर मैं आज सुबह की क्लास में बता रही थी कि हम सोचते हैं कि भगवान ने मेरे परिवार को ठीक रखे तो मैंने मुझे प्रोटेक्ट किया, भगवान ने मेरी तबीयत
कैसे डालना है?
प्रोटेक्ट किया, भगवान मेरी सारी इच्छाएं पूरी करे तो मैंने मुझे प्रोटेक्ट किया, भगवान मेरे बच्चे को देखे तो मैंने मुझे प्रोटेक्ट किया। लेकिन नहीं, केवल वो प्रोटेक्शन का डेफिनेशन जो हम देते हैं वो बहुत ही नैरो है। भगवान अलग अलग तरीके से प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं। कभी शायद हमें लगे कि भगवान को इस सिचुएशन में मेरी प्रोटेक्शन करनी चाहिए थी लेकिन भगवान ने नहीं की, लेकिन आगे से पता चलता है कि वो हमारे लिए अच्छी है। मेरे पर्सनल लाइफ में मुझे पता है मेरे हस्बैंड जब जयपुर गए थे भगवान की ड्यूटी ऑर्डर करने के लिए, हमारे जो नया मंदिर बन रहा है, तो उसके बाद में जयपुर से जब आए थे कोरोना हो गया। तो ऑल द डिवोटीज वर टेलिंग कि आप तो ठाकुर जी के लिए गए थे कि आपको कोरोना हो गया, हाउ द लॉर्ड इज प्रोटेक्टेड यू। बट देन वी वेट एंड वी रियलाइज्ड कि उनको तब कोरोना हो जाना अच्छा हुआ, बिकॉज़ आफ्टर दैट जो सेकंड वेव आया था कोरोना का, इट वाज सो बैड कि एक भी इंजेक्शन या कुछ भी अवेलेबल नहीं था वैसा। क्योंकि उनको पहले ही आ गया।
I just disturb Mataji, sorry.
हाँ,
There are like Japanese people in the class and they want it in English. Is it
what do you
possible?
want?
Yeah.
So then we realized that if it wouldn't have happened before, because it already happened, and as it is that we all got corona because of him, the whole community got corona, and all people said, even nice, like, because one time the corona was done and second day we didn't have to face problems. So sometimes situations don't make sense, but just because they don't make sense to us doesn't mean they don't have sense. At this moment, you're not able to make sense of it, but it has some sense, which we are not able to comprehend right now. The Lord has His own ways of protecting. Sometimes He personally protects, sometimes He sends His representative, sometimes He's only present. We don't know in very the invisible ways He's protecting us. Sometimes He protects by His teachings. Sometimes He just empowers us to forget the situation because there is no solution for that. Sometimes we just have to endure it, right? We can't do anything about it. And sometimes it is by time. Just have to wait, and you have to wait, and when the right time comes, you'll see what Krishna has his own plan. So it's very famously said that if the Lord fulfills your desire immediately, He wants to increase your faith in Him. The Lord does not fulfill your desire immediately, He wants you to wait. That means Lord wants to increase your patience. And even after having a lot of patience, still your desire is not fulfilled. That means the Lord has a better plan for you. What you want, that's not right thing for you. God has a better plan for you. So you just have to have that faith in the Lord. So this morning we were discussing about protection. When I promised you all, that when I told you the story of Jalan and the Buddha, there are so many such pastimes in the lives of devotees that we have seen. People may call it miracle. I would call it, it's a normal reciprocation of the Lord because we love devotees. And miracles are happening in our life every single moment. It's just that when we don't have enough knowledge to comprehend and understand them, they just pass away. But then when the devotees become conscious of the Lord, every moment that they utilize the Lord's hand in everything that's happening in them.
Hare Krishna Mataji, sorry to interrupt you. We cannot hear clearly.
Mataji, we cannot help.
Instead of video, let's just do it audio. Like, keep in my lap.
Yeah, maybe we can do that in that case.
Morning we had Bhagavatam class. We didn't had this issue. We could hear very clearly.
Mataji, last minute I have been informed, so I cannot help. Sorry. Yeah, a little bit more you increase the sound. No, everybody here is asking for English. Japanese Matajis are there. Anandamurti Mataji is there. She's asking.
How many are there online?
12, 13 people.
13 people. Shall I continue? Okay. I was just sharing with you, I'm a mother of 2 sons. So, when I know 20 years ago, they have this habit, my kids, they put the AC on the very chilly, they'll make it 16 or 18. So in the middle of the night, sometimes I go and I just put a blanket on them and I just off the AC. They're very the difference. When I do that for my younger son, he doesn't even realize you put the blanket, you shut the AC. For my elder son, when I do that, he understands that somebody has put it with the mother. But when I do that for my husband, he immediately opens his eyes and says, "Oh, so you put the blanket on me." Why am I giving you this example? in our devotional life also, when we are new in Krishna consciousness, we don't understand that it's a Lord who has come and put that blanket on us. It's a Lord who has put it in us from all kinds of problems. We think, I don't know how it happened. You don't even realize. When we are a little bit more mature in Krishna consciousness, we understand somebody did it. I don't know how it happened. Maybe my karma, maybe I'm lucky today, good luck today, something like that. When we become more mature in Krishna consciousness, we actually see the eyes of the hands of the Lord in everything that's happening in our life. This is the Lord who did it for me. This is my Lord who has protected me. So the more we become conscious of Krishna, the more we can understand his play in our life. It's not that Krishna has only, masterminded Arjuna's life. He's a Parthasarathi, a chariot driver of all of our lives. He's planned everybody's life. You may think, I'm not that great devotee for Lord to plan my life. Arjuna was great devotee, so Lord had whole plan for him. It's not about great or big. Lord is customized for everybody. It's not that he only belongs to Mirabai or Surdas or big devotees. It's for everybody. Every tiny jiva, every ant walking on the street, an ant on the street also has a customized God who's only thinking about how to protect that ant. So like that, we have our own Paramatma who's always worried about us, thinking about us, he loves us, is our ever-relation. So what are we supposed to do in this human life is to be conscious of Krishna. That is why you see the name of our organization is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. This Krishna Conscious process is very simple. What we simply need to do is be conscious of Krishna. We can continue doing whatever we're doing. We don't have to subtract everything. We just have to add Krishna. So we're eating prasadam, we're eating food, yes. But now we offer it to Krishna, it becomes prasadam. We are working, yes, we work. But not to donate a part of it to the temple when our whole work becomes devotional service. Like that, whatever we are doing, we remember Krishna, we add Krishna into our lives. So the whole point is, just like the student life, whole year they study quiet. At the end of the year, they want to write the exam and they want to pass. Similarly, the ending exam for the human form of life is to remember the Lord at the end of life. And how will we do it? Just to do that, we are doing this whole process of practicing Krishna consciousness associated with the devotee so that at the end of the life, we can remember God. I'll tell you a real life story. You can check it on the internet. How it's so important to be in the right association and what will happen at the end of the life. There was this one lady called Ratnavali. It's a real life story I'm sharing with you. She is a disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Charuswami Mataji. So a couple of years ago, she was getting all kinds of dreams. In the dream, she sees some kind of an accident. And then what she says is, whenever she meets some Prabhupada disciples, she feels, I know him very well. He has this habit, and he has that habit. So she wanted to understand what's happening with me. So she went to the hypnotherapist. So you know what the hypnotherapists do, right? So they took her back to her previous life. Then she understood that in her previous life, she was Prabhupada's disciple called Raghav Brahmachari. Raghav Das Brahmachari. Now she was like, oh my God. So now she remembered all her past life, whatever had happened, and how he was a very good book distributor. So every day he used to go for book distribution, and one day, while coming back from book distribution, they had a car accident and he left his body. So now Ratnavali understood that she was Raghav Das in the previous life. One day, she shared the same thing with her Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Charuswami Maharaj, that Maharaj, this is how I came to know. You know what Bhakti Charuswami Maharaj asked her a question? He said, who were you thinking about when you were leaving the body? How come you got a woman body? You were a brahmachari, now you got a female body. Then this Ratnavali Mataji thought, oh, I should get an answer for this question. Why I got female body? So then she started speaking with everybody who was connected to Raghav Das. So you knew me, right, in my previous life. So what kind of person I was? Oh, you were very hardworking, very nice, very strict brahmachari. Did I have any affair with somebody? No. So everywhere she was trying to find out. One lady told her, I tell you what, said that every day after coming back from book distribution, we used to do some seva in the altar. And in that altar, there was one Mataji. So now immediately when we hear this, we think, oh, you must have had an affair with him. But it was not like that. It was other way. And every day both of them used to fight. Why? Because sometimes she will say, you didn't keep the plate properly, it is not clean. Why did you keep the garland here? So every day they both used to have that tussle. So now imagine, because every single day he was associating with her, even if it was in a negative way, he was not fond of her, but he was irritated by her. And now when he left his body, probably, you see, when we leave our body, what happens? The scriptures in the Garuda Puran says that, just like, if there's a cinema reel going on, what will happen? Everything moves like similarly, even forget about cinema reel. Tonight, when you go and close your eyes, what happens? Whole day, what you did, it just comes like a flashback, right? And then it just goes off to sleep. This is what happens when we leave our body. We leave our body, everything that we have done comes in a flash back to us, and the emotions that we have heavily invested on, it will stop there. So we have to be so careful. So just because he had the tussle with her every day, he got a female body. And not only that, if you go to the Google and you press Ratnavali and Raghav Das Brahmachari and the Indian lady whom he had the tussle with, and in the internet they show you all three pictures, you will be amazed. His Ratnavali looks a little bit like Raghav Das and a little bit like the Indian lady. Like she's got a mixture of that face. Can you imagine this real life story? So with whom we are associating with on a regular basis, so what we are thinking about, what is there in our consciousness is going to be carried forward. One should be so careful. What are we thinking? Who are we associating with? Where are we investing our emotions? How are we spending our time? What are we doing? What's the goal of our life? To be so careful. This human birth is very rare. We won't get this opportunity again and again. So we have to have a very wonderful relationship with people. And we have to close our accounts with people in this lifetime. Because what happens? Why do a person take birth again and again? Because we have some accounts which are still not settled with people. Somebody wants something from us. We need to do something for somebody. We want something from somebody. And we keep on taking birth. But in this lifetime, if we close our accounts, no carry forward with everybody, we coordinate with everybody, keep Krishna in center, not hurt anybody by the mind, body, and words, and be nice, and keep Krishna in center, chant Hare Krishna, because we eat Krishna's prasadam, because Krishna says that one who doesn't offer the food to Krishna and eat is verily eating sin. So if we can just follow this very good rules and regulation, we'll have such a wonderful life. Even if we don't want to go back to Golokam Vrindavan, at least we'll have a better human birth, where we can again practice Krishna consciousness. So we have to be very careful. Who is in our mind? In the scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam, we have seen great devotees also. Just because at the end of their life, they couldn't remember Krishna, they got attached to some petty things, their whole human life got wasted. We see in the case of Maharaj Bharat, he renounced everything, all the riches, all the kingdom, because in the forest, they were doing tapasya. But there in the forest, he got attached to a small deer, a baby deer. Nothing wrong, it's something. The small baby was helping, but then he had to be born as a deer. So we see like that, even in the case of Sita Mata, she got attracted to deer. And because of that, what happened? She had to lose association of what? Ram. It was just because she got attached to the deer, what happened? Ram went to fetch the deer and Ravana kidnapped her. We see with Dasarath Maharaj, he thought he heard a voice of a deer drinking water. Well, he knows that I have that knowledge of, putting the arrow even without seeing the object, just by hearing voice. So let me try it, and he tried. But it was not a deer, it was a human being, Shravan Kumar, who was fetching some water for his parents who were thirsty. And now Dasharatha Maharaj, by mistake, ended up killing Shravan Kumar. And when he took that water and went to Shravan Kumar's parents, they cursed him. That because of you, we lost our son, and we are crying in separation. Same thing will happen to you. You will cry in separation for your son and die. And Dasharatha Maharaj had to lose the association of Lord Ram. So we see a deer in Maharaj Dasharatha's life, we see a deer in Sita Devi's life, we see a deer in Bharat Maharaj's life, and we need to know who is the deer in our life. We may not have that deer, but there are so many deers that we in our life, cell phone or people or religions or our wealth or so many things. So we don't know who is our deer. We have to be careful. We should keep only Krishna as our deer. It's not that as devotees we stop loving people around us, but we love them with Krishna in center. We love them in relationship with Krishna. So that's the essence of human life. Chant Hare Krishna, eat Krishna's prasadam, be in good consciousness, be in Krishna's consciousness, have godly relationship with devotees. Sometimes we think that We want to become a good devotee, but before becoming a good devotee, first of all, we have to become a good human being. We should have good body by Shri Radha Govindaji ki jai, Jagannath Prabhu ki jai, and in words and all, we should never commit Vaishnava aparadha. We should never hurt other devotees. We should be very careful what we are speaking, doing. We know this very famous pastime of Rupa Goswami was such an elevated devotee. You could see the Leela of Radha and Krishna happening on regular basis. And one day so happened that he closed his eyes and he was seeing that Leela happening in Vrindavan and Kusum Sarovar, where Radharani is picking up flowers and Krishna is teasing her. And Krishna made an arrangement by which Radharani was hanging on the branch of the tree and Krishna was laughing. And seeing this first time, Rupa Goswami started laughing. When Rupa Goswami is laughing, he's not in that consciousness also. He's closing his eyes and he's laughing. But there was this one devotee who was having a problem with his life. And he was like somehow walking in a very difficult situation. So he thought, oh, Rupa Goswami is making fun of me because I'm not able to walk properly. And as soon as he felt offended, here Rupa Goswami lost the vision. He could no more see that Leela. And I thought, what happened? I was just enjoying and finishing the Leela. And after a few days, he shared with Sanatana Goswami what happened. And that devotee who felt offended had shared it with Sanatana Goswami. Then Sanatana Goswami said, oh, unknowingly you have committed Vaishnava. Then immediately he asked forgiveness from that devotee. And then again could get his vision back of seeing that had Krishna's Leela. So imagine such elevated devotees who are in direct connection with the Lord. They also have to be so careful. So what about us? We should be so very careful by our behavior. So what we are talking, we should weigh properly what we are speaking. Sometimes we just speak very loosely, whatever comes to our mind. And the problem is nowadays in Kali-yuga, all the vices, all the wrong things are considered to be good things. If somebody doesn't have a control over his tongue and speaks whatever he wants to, people say, it's a straightforward head. Just even direct word at that. This is not a good thing. If somebody is not satisfied in his life, always trying to earn more, they say, oh, so ambitious, he is very hardworking. No? So like that, whatever are the vices, you kind of we just diplomatically give them some other name and we present it in a very nice way. But that's not etiquette. We are not animals. Animals, they cannot control their senses. Today, if the cow is, there are some lots of rasagullas and sweet in front of the cow cannot understand that I don't have money, how can I eat the cow? Will simply go and eat it. But human beings, we don't do that. We first check to know how much money I have, can I buy it or not? Don't start eating it. So that's the human thing that we have to control all our senses. Our eyes, our nose, our ears. So we shouldn't be speaking whatever we like to. And there's nothing great about it. If today I have that habit of speaking whatever I like, behaving with anybody in whatever way I like, that's not my good habit. Because I'm unable to control my senses. Devotees means they should have control over their senses. Even if you are tempted to speak badly to a devotee or just respond back in a rude way because he did you a bad thing, we should control our senses. So as devotees, we should be very careful what we are doing, talking, walking, eating. Every habit should be regulated. Why? Because we are representing Krishna, because we are part and parcel of Krishna. Especially so when we are wearing a mantle and we are coming to a temple, we are representing Namapuram, we should be so careful in our behavior. So anyway, coming back to our main topic, whatever we do, Krishna will never forget. And whoever we remember at the end of the life, we go back there. Tell you one real life story. In Calcutta, one day, the temple president, he got a phone call. And somebody on the other line was saying that, Swamiji, you have a Radha Krishna picture. An old lady in my house is just about to leave body. And she wants to see a picture of Radha Krishna and leave her body. The temple president said, okay, please give me your address and send it to you. So then what happened? The temple president is a real life story. He went to the gift shop, asked the devotee, please Radha Krishna picture nikalo. Told you stock khatam ho gaya, or stock khatam ho gaya. What they will think, this temple is not even a Radha Krishna picture. Come on, no problem, there is no stock. Jagannath hai, chalega, you have Jagannath. He said, no, they are asking for Radha Krishna. What the temple president, he went back to his office. In his office, just behind him, there was one picture of Vrindavan's Radha Krishna, ISKCON Vrindavan. So he took out that picture, gave it to his driver, sent one devotee and sent it to his house. The lady saw the picture, she left the body. After 1 month, they brought the picture. The family came to thank the temple president. Thank you, Prabhuji, thank you so much. And this is a picture. No, you can keep it. No, Prabhuji, we came to specially share with you something. Oh, what is that? Prabhuji, this lady who left the body is my aunt. She left the body in my house. I want to tell you her story. Many years back, in the 1970s, when ISKCON Vrindavan temple was getting constructed, your Param Guruji, Srila Prabhupada, was standing there. Some marble work was going on. My aunt, she walked with the temple. She told Swamiji, I want to donate something for the temple. Then your Srila Prabhupada said, we are making Radha Shyamasundar duties. We like to sponsor it. She said, yes, immediately to take off and she wrote a check for it. And today, that picture of that same Radha Shyamasundar of Vrindavan came to her at the last moment when she was leaving the body. And out of the blue, somewhere she came to Calcutta. That day there is no stock in the gift shop. And that same picture of Radha Shyamasundar goes to her. And she sees Radha Shyamasundar and she looks at it. That is how the Lord reciprocates and that is how the Lord protects. That what we were discussing this morning. We don't know, Lord has his own way. We may think he's not protecting, but he has a bigger plan. Sometimes we think Lord's definition is not only protecting our body, he wants to protect our soul, which is being moving around life after life from so many bodies, God wants to help that. He wants to stop that process. He wants to take us back home, back to Godhead. So we should have full faith on the Lord. Whatever the Lord's master plan for us, we simply need to follow. Whatever situation Lord puts, either we migrate, sometimes if we're not able to solve, either we mitigate, try to sort out, or we just, endure it. There is no other solution. We should have patience. Just like after day, there is night. You can't stop the day. No, I don't want night. And you can't stop the night. And after night, there will be day. You cannot ask the night to stop, you cannot allow the day to stop. That's how life is. After good, bad comes. After bad, good comes. When good comes in life, you shouldn't get very happy. Because maybe something bad is around the door, knocking your door any moment. And then when something really bad is happening, we shouldn't worry so much because the good is just around the corner. Anytime it's open off the door. See, this is something which is like two sides of the coin. Nobody can say that I always have only good in my life. There's something bad because it's like the wheel of the bicycle. It cannot stay like this. It will go up, down, up and down. Always there is something bad, good, bad. But devotee is not deterred by that because he knows Krishna is my well-wisher. Once there was this couple who got married. So they were friends, they get newly married, everybody will invite for lunch. So they have to go to the other village for lunch. So those days in the village, if I go from one place to another, they have to go with that small boat. Now you can't see those kind of boats, round boats, very nice, they will be pretty small ones. So they were going in the boat. There was storm and the boat was shaking. And his wife was telling, aren't you feeling afraid? The boat is shaking, what will happen to us? So immediately the husband, he took out a knife from his pocket, kept it on his wife's throat. And he asked his wife, are you not afraid I'm keeping this knife? So I'm not afraid, it is you who is keeping the knife and you'll never hurt me. I know you love me so much, but you'll not hurt me. You're not afraid of the knife? No, because it's you who is holding the knife. So her husband said, similarly, it is Krishna who is holding this whole world. He is my protector, so I'm not worried. If I'm supposed to be drowned, that is also Krishna's desire. He wants to protect me. So devotees have their faith in Krishna. Krishna is my well-wisher and he always protects me. So as human beings, our only duty is to have faith in the Lord, be in the right association, chant Lord's name. Just like this morning my husband was mentioning, that we simply tell somebody I love you doesn't have any sense. When we love, we serve. In some or the other way, we serve the person. When we love Krishna, we should serve Krishna. What we can. Either we come and serve in the temple, or we offer a garland, or we come and see the Lord every day. Like that. Some or the other way, we come and serve the Lord. So we serve the Lord, be in association of the right people. Sometimes, if we are not in the association of right people, we may lose the focus on the goal of our life. Because sometimes, if you associate with people whose definition of success is different from yours, you'll be bewildered. Because what you think success is not their definition of success. And just to prove them, and I'm successful, you try to get yourself into their definition, but you'll not be happy. So like that, we should be in association of people whom we want to become. Sattvic, nice, devotee-minded, Krishna-centered, peaceful and happy life. That's all we need to do. Chant Lord's name. Lord has given us so much. We're breathing this air. We're walking on this land. We're drinking water. We're getting the sunlight. No bill is charged to us. Everything Lord is giving. At least we can say thank you to Him for chanting Hare Krishna, taking Krishna's prasad, associating with devotees, and refraining from engaging in activities which are sinful, following rules and regulations like eating pure food, vegetarian food, offering it to Krishna, and hearing about Krishna. That purifies us. If we want to go somewhere, we have to have knowledge of that place. We want to go back to Krishna, we should know how is Krishna, how does he look, what are his qualities. And that if we know then attachment for Krishna will increase. Like I came from Visakhapatnam. I don't think anybody of you know where is even Visakhapatnam. But if we keep on talking about Visakhapatnam, Visakhapatnam is very beautiful. It is on the beach, it's like this, it's like that. Then we have a desire. I want to see where is Visakhapatnam. Similarly, if we don't know anything about Krishna, we just come once in a year. Okay, Krishna is God. We have no attachment. But if we regularly hear, Krishna is very beautiful. Krishna is very kind to his devotees. Krishna looks like this. Krishna reciprocates like this. Then we fall in love with Krishna. So we have to hear about Krishna, talk about Krishna, eat Krishna's prasad, associate with Krishna with devotee, keep Krishna in our consciousness. If we do that, the bad end of our life, Antakal, when we are leaving this body, Krishna will come. That's Krishna has made that promise in the Garuda Purana. He said that if somebody has worshipped me whole life, and at the fag end of his life, he's not able to worship me. Let's say you are in a car accident, and you are half of your leg is cut, hand is cut. At that time, it's very difficult to remember Krishna. You are in pain. But Krishna said, if you have worshipped me whole life, then at the end of your life, even if you forget me, I will come and tell my name in your ears. And Krishna is giving that promise. He will come. That's all we need to do. And once that happens, we are successful. We pass the final exam. We go back home back to God. So this is the small message that I want to give you this evening. Thank you so much for being here. If anybody has any questions and comments, I can take them. Thank you so much for the question. Anybody has any questions?
You were talking about the deer. In one sense, even if we don't use the word deer for the animal, there's another deer which we fell in love.
Yes, that's what I was telling you. That we need to know who is our deer. It may not be the animal deer. It's just about things that we are attached to. So we should know who is our deer. Yes. That means you are right, Benji. Yes, Benji.
It is wonderful katha. Thank you very much. I want to ask that how Ratnavali come to know that about the past life that she is in the past life.
They did the hypnotherapy with her. So then she herself in the she revealed, this is what happened, telling the names of all Prabhupada disciples and all. And it's very interesting. I have just told you in very short and brief. If you actually go to the internet, Radha plus Brahmachari in that you can read it. There is a whole details, step by step, how she started getting those dreams. In her dreams, she sees that she's distributing books somewhere. What is this happening? When she saw Prabhupada, she said, she felt as because she was, Radha Das Brahmachari was there during Prabhupada's time. And in fact, when this accident happened, when he left his body, devotees informed Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, Prabhupada did not say he will go back home, back to God. Prabhupada said he will continue in his Krishna consciousness in next life. And that's what happened. So he left his body during Prabhupada's time. Yes, Mataji, anybody else has any other questions? Jai Srimati, do you have any question?
Mataji, I have one.
Yes.
I just wanted to ask, like I'm also working and this also I'm doing everything whatever I could do. I'm trying my best. But how we can just put our kids also in this Krishna consciousness? I know I'm looking at it, but how to just make them on the right path and this or in this place. Everywhere there is so much this thing that they can see everything.
Yes, Nadesh, that's a wonderful question, and you also answered the question that if we are Krishna conscious, that like children will look at us, they are like CCTV cameras, they're all the time observing us, whatever we are doing. In fact, Anderson, he says very wonderfully, he said, what you are doing, it's so loud in my ears that what you say, I can't hear. Right? What you are doing is so loud in my ears. So children, what we are doing on a day-to-day basis is so loud in the ears, what we say, we can't hear. Because they're continuously observing us, what are we doing, how are we behaving, what are we getting up, how are we chanting, how do we react, respond to situations. That way they will decide if they want to be Krishna conscious or not. Because Krishna consciousness is not only about chanting 16 rounds or coming to the temple. It's about your being a devotee. How do you carry yourself? How do you interact with people? When people are not so nice to you, how do you respond to them? How do you respond to other situations in your life? That way, children are very smart. They will judge you. They will understand, oh, so because my mom is a devotee, this is how she responds to situations, so I think I want to become like her. But if we see that we read Bhagavatam, but we don't actually apply it in our life, we will not be that enthusiastic to take up Krishna consciousness. Because you see, the other generations were very different. There was more hypocrisy, like you say something, but you think something, but you do something. But I see the present generation, they will not be very Krishna conscious, but they're very honest. If they don't like something, they don't like it. They don't want to be hypocrite about it. So, but in the previous generation that we come from, it's very much like, just to make others happy, you do like this. But our children now, they say, I'm not doing it, so I don't want to fake it. I don't like it, I'm not doing it. And one day, that's a really good quality, because if they are convinced, they'll do it 100%. There will be no duplicity in that. And about convincing also, it shouldn't be like pushing things. There are different ways, like sometimes connecting with the children of their own age. And sometimes in parenting, they are not that convinced by parents, sometimes we need a third party, whom they idealize, whom they value, whom they appreciate. And if that person tells them, they feel. See, what happens in the previous time, a cobbler's son used to become a cobbler, a doctor's son used to become a doctor. So as a result, he used to have a lot of respect for the father. Because if he has to earn his living, he has to learn from his father. Who will teach him? He has to learn it from his father. But now what happens? A doctor's son becomes a fashion designer. He has nothing to do with his father and nothing to learn from him. So, see, when you learn something from somebody, you have that gratitude and respect. As a result, that also they feel like they don't want to listen because I don't want to become like you. Right? That's what you see nowadays. Parents, even when they try to, this is what I heard, when they try to tell the children something also, they say, "Mujhe aapke jaisa nahi banna hai." They don't want to become like you. If they want to become like you, then they will listen to you. But if they're not admiring your work, then how to at least some admiration. So that is why in this kind of situation, we have to have a third party whom they want to become like. When that person tells them, then they will, yeah, because I want to become like him, I'll follow what he's asking. So that we can do third party parenting, taking help from others, from our children now, appreciate. At the same time, we can do all our endeavors, Mataji, but at the end of the day, we should understand they're independent beings, and we have no control over that. If they don't have that Purvajanma Sukruti, no matter how much we try to make them Krishna consciousness, they will not become, because their Sukruti bad balance is not up to the mark to get them into Krishna consciousness. So they can't get it, even if you try. Say, you can bring an horse to the pond, but you can't make it drink water. As a parent, you can make all the situation conducive. But if this Sukruti is not there, no matter what you say, they will not be attracted to Krishna consciousness. And sometimes you see some children, they are from completely different background, but the parents are non-vegetarians, not following any rules and regulations, but they are attracted to Krishna consciousness. And God knows what, they feel very happy and enthusiastic, and they're coming and telling me, Mataji, my mother is eating on my father, but I want to be Krishna conscious. How? Nobody taught them to be Krishna conscious. So sometimes we should accept we are not controllers. Krishna is the controller. We can only do our part. That's all. And part is a part. Part should not try to become a whole. That will be get lot of anxiety. You should only think that, as a mother, did I do my 100%? Yes, I did it. That's it. Clap for yourself and move on to the situation. You haven't done? Fine. Now do it. That's it. That should be our concern. Did I do my part or not? That's it. Whatever way you can help. Give them the right opportunity. Give them the right atmosphere. After that also, they are not able to become, that's their karma.
Mataji, your designation is doctor. Can you please guide us? You don't look like a medical doctor.
No, I'm not a medical doctor. I did my PhD in education department from Andhra University. Just before COVID, I completed my thesis. So I was working for, basically I'm a teacher. So I ran a school in Visakhapatnam. It's called Divine Touch. So from the beginning, I was very much interested in teaching children. So I made a research on different schools and how schools influence the child, a government school or a spiritual school or a public school or a private school or what are the different varieties, how the teaching methodology is and what will affect the child's upbringing. So that was my research area. So I've been running the school for last 40 years. So wherein it's a CBSE curriculum school, normal school with Krishna consciousness, put into it, added to it. So we have children from non-devotee families, but we just add Krishna consciousness to it in a very subtle way. That way, many families are getting connected to our ISKCON center in Visakhapatnam. Thanks.
Mother, you said about we have to finish our specific karma in this life, like maybe we have something with someone. Can you elaborate that?
So actually, it's very practical. Sometimes you can observe in day-to-day life. Some people, when they walk in your life, instantly you get a liking for them. And you're not really wondering why. You just like them, that's it. Maybe you've not even spoken to them. You like their aura, you feel so comfortable around them, you're peaceful, you're happy, you want to make a friendship. There are some people, they're not even anything, they're not even done anything to you. But just feel very uncomfortable with them, you don't like them, and in fact, even if you have a relationship, it doesn't go well. Why? Because it's all carry forwards from the previous life. So what happens, whenever we develop a negative feeling towards somebody, that needs to be resolved then and there. If you don't resolve that negative feeling, from our conscious mind, it goes to our subconscious mind. So see, there are 7 layers of the mind. There is this conscious, there is a subconscious mind, there is unconscious mind, there is superlative mind. So there are 7 different layers. So what happens when something negative happens? If you resolve it then and there, it's over. But if you don't resolve it and you keep it in your mind, it goes to your subconscious mind. Now, subconscious mind also, when the data becomes full, then they empty the data and they send it to unconscious mind. And once it goes there, it's there. You will not even remember it. You have forgotten about it. Now you leave your body. And when you leave your body, our body is made up of earth, water, fire, air, and ether, the gross body. And then there is a subtle body which is made up of mind, ego, and intelligence. So now this mind, ego, and intelligence is the same body which we are carrying life after life. But this gross body, we keep changing. We keep changing and making new bodies. But subtle body remains the same. So whatever impressions you have about this person in life, you carry it in the next life, the next life, the next life. So now when you meet that person again, you don't know, but you don't like him. Because the impressions are there, but you don't even understand because it's not there in your consciousness, right? Sometimes some data is not accessible. It's a hidden file. You can't open the file, it's a hidden file. So you don't even know what to do about it. So what we can do now is, when we have such feeling towards anybody, we understand there is something that is there in the hidden file. So now what we need to do is ask forgiveness from the person and give forgiveness to that person and try to have a cordial relationship with this lifetime and close it in a nice way. See, if I throw water at you, you'll not get hurt. After some time, when the water becomes ice crystals, then if I throw on you, it hurts. So when those negative thoughts, you don't clear them, they become very hard. And then starts hurting. Or the other example I can give you is about the mouse or a rat. If there is a dead rat in your house and some guest is going to come and just, where should I keep it? And you just keep it on the attic or somewhere under the bed. Yeah, your house will look very clean. But just after 2 days, it will smell. And the problem is, once it starts smelling, you will not even understand from where the smell is coming because you've already forgotten where you get the rat. You will keep searching, and you will not get the rat, but you're not happy because the house is smelling. This is what happens with our negative thought. You don't remove it. After some time, we forget it also, but it doesn't make us happy. It makes us uneasy. That's why our chanting is not happy. When we chant Hare Krishna, we don't feel happy. We may be in ISKCON for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, we may be senior devotee. We're not happy from inside. Why? Because there is dead rat inside. We have not cleaned it. And we thought, let it be. And such so many dead rats we are keeping. And we are continuing, still wearing kanti. And we are feeling, I'm fine. I'm still wearing kanti. I'm still wearing tilak. And still when people look at me, they pay obeisances and they say, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So I'm fine. But we don't understand so many dead rats are there. There's no happiness in Krishna consciousness. When I'm chanting, I'm not enjoying, wow, oh, so wonderful it was today, Japa, because of the dead rats. So one has to consciously work on and remove those dead rats, now. So one should not keep those negative thoughts in the mind. As soon as you feel uneasy or something, go. See, the whole point is those who are favorable to you, it's very easy to deal with them. Those who are unfavorable to you, and still go and deal with them, that is something, right? It's like you may read about science experiments, theory. You actually go into the lab and you mix all that oxide, this and that, then you actually become a science or a chemist. So when you read about Pittu Maharaj's humble sacrifice, and you read about Rajamil, and you read about so many people, when it comes to our life, we don't want to implement everything. And we have all that, we are at loggerheads with this devotee, that devotee, he said this, he said that, then what's the point? So we have to be, slowly, remove all that negativity from our mind. Do Vancha Kalpa with really, deep in your heart, not artificially every day morning you do Vancha Kalpa to reserve some passing away. No. We have to actually deep in our heart forget and forgive. Whatever has happened, see Krishna, see everybody as part and parcel of Krishna, and keep moving ahead. Deep in your heart, you should understand we are all temporary. What's the point of keeping some grudge against anybody in this world? If we don't even know tomorrow we'll be here for this class or not, tomorrow we'll be alive or not. We should close our accounts. Everybody. Whoever we have hurt, unknowingly, knowingly, we should ask forgiveness. In future, we should stop from hurting. And whoever has hurt us, don't expect they will come and say sorry. You forgive them. Okay. Maybe something I must have done previously to them. Because if you don't forgive them, you think you may be right. That person is completely wrong. And you are completely right. You have not done anything. But if you don't forgive him, you again have to take birth because your accounts are not settled. So better to settle accounts just for somebody. See, most of the time, our mistake may be 0.05%. And that person's mistake may be 99.95 something. But the problem is, our 0.5% is keeping us away from Krishna and Golokunda. He may be 99% wrong. But between us and Krishna is only our 0.5%. Let's work on our 0.5%. But what we think is made up of 0.5, let me help that devotee. So 99% the problem is him. Okay, he may be having 99% of it, but that's his problem. Our problem is this 0.5%, which is keeping us away from Krishna. If every devotee starts concentrating like that, then to become like Onakam and Bhavan. But we always learn about how to help others. He's wrong, I should tell him how wrong he is. I should tell her what's her problem, I should tell him where he's wrong. What about us? Where are we wrong? So we should close our accounts with everybody in this world. If they have done anything wrong, forgive. That's it. And if they have, forget. That's it. Forgive, go ahead. Let's focus on Krishna. That's what. Yes.
Two questions regarding. First is that if we forget, if someone did bad to us, and if we also did, and you are telling that the subconscious mind, we forgot, then what to do? We know that we have having bad feeling when we see him somewhere, but if you remember that name also then also we feel that that person has done bad to us. But what to do that when we had forgotten? And he already did bad and he also did bad. He or she somewhere.
So we're trying to tell you that, let's say I did that to her and she also did that to me, and then our account is closed, but I still remember.
You did bad to her, you did bad to someone else. Something in this position.
No, I couldn't follow your question, but whatever you
I will say, suppose many people we met in our life, many are there. To someone we did bad, someone did bad to us. In that situation, and we forgot those people because we are going forward.
Yes.
So what to do?
So it's like this. Sometimes we think that इसने मेरे साथ में बुरा किया, मैंने किसी और के साथ बुरा किया, चलो सेटल हो गए. सेटल नहीं होता है. ऐसा कोई कैरी फॉरवर्ड सिस्टम नहीं. इन्होंने मेरे साथ बुरा किया, ये अकाउंट अलग है. इनके मैंने बुरा किया, ये हमारा अकाउंट अलग है. इस तरह से लोगों का ऐसा है ना, अगर आपने कहीं कुछ पाप किया तो मैं यहाँ कुछ डोनेशन दे देंगे, तो ये पाप किया और ये डोनेशन दिया, ये हो गया. हम सोचते हैं कि हम बहुत इंटेलिजेंट है, भगवान तो उनको तो पता नहीं कुछ भी, और हम ऐसे करके हमारा खाता सक्रिय कर देते हैं. ऐसे हाथ नहीं आता है. We have an individual account. If I turn wrong to her, I need to sort out with her. Nothing is going to happen. Or somebody else did back to me, तो अभी ये sort out हो गया, मैंने उनको किया, उसने मेरा किया. It doesn't work like that. We have an individual accounts with individual devotees. So we have to sort out with each and every one. That's why you see, it's not a cakewalk, right? Rambo bolte bhakti very easy. Chant Hare Krishna, take prasadam, and we have. It's not that easy. Oh, it's very intricate, you know. Don't hurt anybody. You have to be so careful. The way we talk in ISKCON about going to Goloka Vrindavan is as if going to Lawson. ऐसे रोड क्रॉस करके लॉस है. रोड क्रॉस करके लॉस से नहीं जाना है. Goloka Vrindavan जाना है. It's not that easy that I have some cash money and I just go and buy some great deals. It's not going to happen like that. So much we have to work hard on our vrittis, on our nature, what kind of attitude we have. So much sanskara we are carrying from previous life, previous ashramas, even after we become devotee. So many things we are not able to give up. I am like this, I am from this family. It takes a lot of time to remove those coverings, and we have to consciously work on it. I remember first time when I went to US, I was just 19 years old. And see, we are from Indian families, so much used to cooks and servants and drivers and that kind of lifestyle. And suddenly you have come to ISKCON and now you're married to ISKCON devotee. And that also in US, you have to do everything by yourself, and that is like a culture shock for us. So the first time I entered the Mayan ISKCON temple, we were staying in the room. So next day when Mataji came to me and said, Mataji, I have put your name in the rota. So I said, yeah, what rota? Bathroom cleaning. He said, what? Yeah, the bathroom cleaning, the rota of all the Mataji's bathroom. And I was like, I went back to my room and I told my husband, you're asking me to clean bathroom. I'm not cleaning bathroom. My husband, everybody has to see that this is US, and we are in the ashram and all. And then I thought, okay, fine, I'm just very intelligent. I will do something about it. I'm not going to clean bathroom. I never done that. So then Monday was my rota. So they asked me to take Monday is my rota. So I thought, what is it? I took a bucket of water, put everywhere water, and I came out. So then that Mataji, she came after 1 hour, she said, Mataji, you have spilled water everywhere. That's not the way to clean. So I told her, Mataji, I don't know how to clean. So I thought, if I say I don't know how to clean, she will say, अच्छा आपको नहीं आता है, मैं कर दूँगी. She said, आपको नहीं आता है, चलिए सिखा देते हैं. Come, I'll teach you. I thought, oh my God, she's not going to leave me. She said, come, I'll teach you how you have to do it. Oh, and it was so difficult for me, and she was like, I was almost kind of, because in India, it's a taboo. Free your own, this also nobody does. Like you eat them, you create also. Of course, you have to like learn and all, but in India, the culture is so different. We're used to that. So slowly now, that ego that I had, I am a multi-millionaire sculptor, and why should I do this? Why should everything got like you're nobody. You are a devotee in ISKCON and you have to serve like this. So we think we have become devotee, but that previous ego will be there somewhere. I am like this, I am this person, or I am that person. So this all has to go as a devotee. It takes a lot of time. Krishna consciousness is not that easy, just like when I finish my 16 months, I am Brahman initiated, now I go back home, back to God, you know. Consciously, we have to work on our every attitude. There is so much inside us that we also don't know. निकालते निकालते पता चलेगा अंदर में बहुत कचरा.
जैसे वो जैसे कर्मास आपने बताया वो हम भूल गए, वो कैसे कटेंगे? कुछ हुआ
Okay, now if you ask me that something I completely forgot also, Mataji, I don't even know about it. Now what will happen to that which I have already forgotten? See, we have completely forgotten about it also when we chant Hare Krishna on a regular basis, and we do proper sadhana, we do proper shravana and kirtan, slowly these things get cleaned out. See, it's like that. एक प्लेट है, प्लेट में बहुत कुछ रखा है, फिर आप उसमें और डालोगे तो जो है ऑलरेडी वो निकल जाएगा ना, बाहर गिर जाएगा ना. Somebody had sent me a very beautiful video the other day. गंदा सा पानी है, dirty water, and putting clean water, continuously they are pouring it, and ultimately after 15 minutes the whole water became pure because the dirty water came out. So it will go. When we keep on pouring our consciousness with Hare Krishna Maha Mantra continuously, doing Vaishnava Seva, being humble, doing our sadhana in a very strict and pure way, everything will slowly melt and go away. Whatever the ice cubes have become, they will all melt away. And then we become so happy and ecstatic. And then we will love every devotee. You see, every devotee will have appreciation. He's so nice. She's so nice. And the day that's happening, understand you're progressing in Krishna consciousness. When you see anybody, you will think, he's so nice. He's so nice. He's so nice. That means we are progressing. But if now we see everybody and say, ये कैसा है वो तो देखो उनका बात करने का तरीका देखो ये तो ऐसे है वो तो कभी आते नहीं है. Understand we are going down in Krishna consciousness. Everybody we see we feel fall. Then the devotee is asked, how do I know I'm progressing? When you progress in Krishna consciousness is something like you are in love. You feel so happy. Everybody you see you feel happy. He's so nice. She's so nice. Because just like film में दिखाते हैं ना, when you are in love, you feel everything is so beautiful. The trees, leaves are falling, somebody's playing a violin. That's what happens when you're in love with Krishna. Everything connected to Krishna, you feel so. This devotee is nice. This devotee is so nice. Their details are so nice. This Mataji is so nice. Shadam was so nice. So this program was so nice. So Harinam was so nice. So what a wonderful day I had. Every time you just want to say, thank you, Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. Because you're so happy. That means you're progressing in Krishna consciousness. There's no complaint. Just gratefulness and thanks to Krishna. That's all. But even if it doesn't happen, we practice it over a period of time. Being grateful for every small little thing that happened in our life and slowly become a habit.
Yeah, how was the prasadam today?
It was yeah, especially I think so. Especially I like the pakoras. Very nice. It's the way we sing something.
Started going to by looking at video. So, thank you so much. How do we find or how do we pull out spiritual master? Like starting with the 0% knowledge. Now, what I feel is listening everyone. If you want, it's quite being confused, you know, with the correct one.
Wonderful question. I would say like this, you don't have to limit yourself to one person. And it's not that once I decide to he's my one person as my spiritual master. It's not that that's the end of my story and now, you know, I won't be able to connect with others. ISKCON is having that such variety of devotees that we can take inspiration from every devotee, from every devotee. And regarding your spiritual master, many tell me that when you see that person, you feel more connected, you feel inspired. But the thing is, we get inspired by multiple people. It's not just one single devotee, only his lecture I get inspired. Every devotee get inspired. So now initiation has more or less become like a like just about anybody which is convenient for you. For example, if you see somebody whom you can be in regular touch or maybe coming to this area or that area or wherever you are present, easily accessible. That should be your that is a way to connect. Because what is, see, in Chatamitam it says that there is no difference between Diksha Guru and Siksha Guru. It's all the same. So it's just like they say, no, in a university you have the head of the department and then you have your own personal coach who coaches you for your thesis. So concentrate more on whom you want to be, who should be your Siksha Guru, because that is something which is going to help you on your regular basis. Whereas Diksha Guru, I mean, ideally it should not be so, but the way in ISKCON situation is that they are very busy with thousands and lakhs of disciples and devotees, and so it's not possible to take regular instruction from them. So more than that, you should be worried about getting the right Siksha Guru, because you may take inspiration from many, but you should take instruction from only one. Because if you take instruction from many, it will become mess. So one person, and then you take instructions or suggestions, or what you have to do in your spiritual life, how should you go about next step, what to do, instruction, inspiration from many, and connection. Whoever your Siksha Guru guides you, okay, fine, go ahead and take this step. That's because everybody at the end of the day, they will say that we take it from this Maharaj or this Maharaj or this, all same. You know, all Prabhupada disciples, pure-hearted souls, who just want to help us to connect to Krishna. That's it. In whatever way we can connect to them. It's just like we need that official, okay, fine, officially connected to the Guru Parampara. But again, having said that, our Parampara is Siksha Parampara. In our altar, we have that, they are all not Diksha Guru, the Siksha Guru. So that's all right, don't worry so much about it. At this stage of life, since you said it's been only 1 year or so, at this stage of life, you should be only worried about your rounds are going well or not, able to follow, are able to read the scriptures, get proper understanding, take more association of devotees, try to do surveys, and take your own sweet time to get more mature in Krishna consciousness. There will be so many ups and downs. During that time, how will you be able to manage your Krishna consciousness? Just check yourself. Go slow about it. Don't worry so much about a spiritual master at this point of time. Siksha Guru, yes, we should. The moment we enter into Krishna consciousness, we should hold the hand of a mentor. Then it becomes very easy to go on. Okay, shall we end it here? Yeah, thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much.